Yeah, let's talk about how united the event is with journalist Bernardo Tavares Pereira in Basel. Thanks for joining us here on DW. Dozens of former participants want Israel excluded over the war in Gaza. What's the response from organisers?
The organizers have been very clear since last year, although at the Eurovision Song Contest, we usually see the country's flags and it's the name of the country that is participating. Actually, what's participating in this event is the public broadcaster of each of the countries, not the country itself. So that's one of the things that the EBU says, that even though the Israeli flag is there and the Israeli contestant is singing a Eurovision Song Contest, it's not a participation of the Israeli government. It's a participation of the Israeli public broadcaster. And that's what makes it possible for Israel to currently be participating at the Eurovision Song Contest, because they are not directly involved in the political conflict in Gaza.
And explain one thing when it comes to flags, the new restrictions on rainbow pride flags after reports several ticket holders had non-binary pride flags confiscated last year.
I mean, last year there was a lot of controversy surrounding the Eurovision Song Contest. Of course, the conflict in Gaza was very fresh in people's minds, and there were a lot of protests both inside the arena during the shows and also outside of the arena. We've also seen a couple of protests here in Basel outside of the arena, although the behavior inside the arena has been a lot more tamed between the fans. But inside the European Broadcast Union, it raised some bells last year. So there was a restructuring of the Eurovision team, inserting this new figure of the ESC director. His name is Martin Green from the United Kingdom. And he recently said in an interview regarding the banning of the LGBTQ plus flags from the green room, mind you, people can still bring the flag to the audience. It's just the acts can't bring the flag into the show. And they just say it's to create some clarity and balance for the show, and that Eurovision doesn't need any flag to demonstrate its allegiance and celebration of the LGBTQ plus community, which has been prevalent over the last 2 decades.
Bernardo, Eurovision winners are notoriously difficult to predict, although it usually has more to do with geography and geopolitics than the songs themselves. But who do you think will win?
This year, I think it's very difficult to decide on one. And that's also part of why the Eurovision Song Contest is so exciting, because occasionally there are these years where there's like plenty of favorites and there's not a runaway winner. I think Sweden is one that the bookies have been putting up on top, but I don't think they will actually win the competition. There are a lot of other songs that may take the crown. France, for example, it's very emotional. Even the Switzerland song, it's beautifully staged. It's also a ballad. I think the juries will respond very well to that. And then, of course, Finland, which is very out there and very Eurovision. And I think it might get the votes from the public.
Let's see. Journalist Bernardo Tavares Pereira in Basel.
Nice
Thank you very much.
You.
Have a good night. Ciao.